Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Savage and today we're going to be having a look at Phantom again. We seem to have moved down into the support box area that we had previously drawn, and we're going to investigate whether we think there's some upside potential from here or whether we are going to have continuation to the downside. These are the questions we'll be answering shortly, but before we jump into that, I'd just like to say thank you for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, why not smash that like button? Hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with the videos that we put out daily, and also hit that bell notification so you never miss a video that we do put out. Why not leave us some feedback down in the comment section below? We're always happy to hear back from you guys. Okay, so let's jump into the price action now. So we were initially looking for an additional wave to the upside here, but because we've dropped further down, it's basically invalidated that potential. And now rather we are looking at some other options on the table. So if I just switch over here, and I'm going to just remove this macro view off there, just so that we can have a bit of a clearer scope of what we're doing here. If we flip onto this 5-wave move down, so there is potential that we did complete this move at this high point here. And now we could actually be within a 5-wave move to the downside. So within this, there's a few things that I don't really like. The structure is quite busy up the top here, so it could just be the fact that there's extension within these waves, which isn't quite apparent yet. But the best for the best part, it looks feasible. So we're gonna be looking at this as a third wave. This third wave here, now there's a few things with this. This third wave can technically finish here, but I prefer the structure of it finishing here with these subwave counts. And basically what we'd be looking for if this was the case is that this would be an A, B, and then we'd be looking to finish with a 5-wave move here as a flat correction. The problem with this is then we'd have two flats, so I don't really like it. That's why I'm looking at the third from this point here. If we did get a zigzag up from here, that would be perfectly feasible as we have had this move into there. So we could be looking for a potential move up into this 4th wave box that we have drawn up here at this 2207 to this 0.2043. And basically we can see we've already moved into this zone. So technically speaking, it could complete. It does look like there's another leg to the upside here, but we're going to go over that shortly. Basically, within this move, it does look like we could have. Let me just come into a smaller move there. So we could have a 1, 2, 3. This is a 4th, and then we're looking for a 5th wave to the upside. So if this third was here, basically we could complete off of that move, and then look for a move to the downside towards this zone here, indicated by this would slightly change actually. Let me just measure it off. If we do start to break down from this point, basically what we'd be looking at is for a move down um, towards this 1894 to this 1842 zone. This would then potentially look to target this zone out to complete this 4th wave and this 5th wave, and then we could look at this move like this effectively. And then that would be a completed move. From there, we'd be looking for a retracement to the upside. However, like I said, I do think that this is actually what's going on, and we've got this 4th wave to come over here. So there's a few things with this. What we would be looking for a move as a 4th wave in this position would be the fact that we are looking for a retracement up towards this 382 zone or this 50% at a maximum. Invalidation of this count would come by crossing this 0.2262 area, so that's just something we need to bear in mind. If we do get this as a 5-wave move completed, what we could then look for is the potential that we have a little bit more on this, and then we drop down, retest the zone, and then look to push up before looking to break down in more impulsive structure again. So this is something that we're looking out for. This is what I think is happening at the moment, though, like I said, because we have to keep on our toes with Elliott wave. Basically, it's better to have a few counts available, and There is a way, because of the structure at the top here, that we look at this rather as a corrective move, and like we can see here, we've fallen right into the support zone, which is a support zone of this. It's a fib retracement of these heights here. So this is the 50%. This is the 0.618, which we seem to have reacted off of. So because of that fact, I'm also just currently tracking the potential that we could have a move to the upside here, which could look to invalidate this move. So if I just remove this and turn on this breakout potential here. So because of the fact that we have had what looks to be a 5-wave move here, and we can count this as 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and then 5 to the upside. It is possible this is completed at this third wave here. We have got like a third wave currently, but I think that we still have this last push to the upside. It if we break down below this, let me drop this on here. If we drop below this 20 cent range, it becomes less likely, especially if we start heading down towards the 618 or the 786 zone. Then it would become more unlikely that we don't have this fourth wave. Though really, invalidation only really comes by crossing back below this 1966 zone. So if that's the case, we could still look for potential of this fifth wave. If this fifth wave does play out, what I'll then be looking for is a move back into this box area here, which would be this 1991 to this 1939 area. And then what we would be looking for from there is whether we're going to continue to progress to the upside. So basically, like what we said with the other option, it is possible this could be a completed 5-wave move here, and we break this low. Then that invalidates all this potential moves that I'm currently showing you here. If we drop past this 1902 area, this will invalidate all these potential breakouts. So with this move, what we'd be looking at is, so there's two things we can get. If we have this as a 5-wave move, we could move back down into this zone over here as a 3-wave move, and then we could look to progress to the upside in another 5-wave move. And then what this would be is a bigger 5-wave move. So this would be your third wave within this move, but this would only really get confirmed, or at least the ideal travel area for this third wave is this 2286. We could also, instead of forming a bigger 5-wave move like that, actually just develop a smaller 5-wave move, and this would be something like this, and might look to target out this 1-to-1 zone. Basically, what we could then have is just a smaller 5-wave move, and we just have a zigzag. And if we do just get this zigzag, I would be looking at the potential of that being this fourth wave completed. So we would have to wait from there and see what happens. Confirmation, if we do get this zigzag to the upside, that we're looking for another drop in this fifth wave, would come first by dropping back below this low point of 1969. And then also by breaking this low point here at 1902. If we do manage to find support here and break above this 1-to-1 zone at this 2161 and head up towards this 2287, what we'd be looking for then is the fourth wave retracement and a fifth wave move up into this 2370 to this 2318 area. Basically, this would then complete a 5-wave move, and then we would have to see what happens from there. The fact of having a big 5-wave move like this, though, wouldn't really fit into this structure here anymore. And what I'd be then looking out for is the potential that maybe we have a bigger move to the upside, in another 5-wave move, and then that could look to match basically this first 5-wave move here. Though, like I said, there's not enough evidence with this breakout to suggest this is what's going on yet, but it is something we're just tracking alongside this. If we do start to get these impulsive moves to the upside, then it is possible we could be looking to track an additional 5-wave move to match this one, and all of this was just a correction. Though with the way that the other markets are looking, I am thinking that it is more likely we're going to push down, whether that's we have this, like I said, this ABC to the upside. Let me remove this breakout. Whether we have just this as an A, a B, and a C to the upside, and then we look to break down again, though I do think we are going to get some more downside before we look for a push up. So if this 5-wave move does develop, the next plan, well, the next area that we'd be looking at is the potential that we would be looking for. Let me get this right on this high point. If we do move down into this 5th wave box, what we'd be then looking for is a move back up towards the 0.5 to the 0.786. That's the most common area that we'd look for a retracement. It can go higher, though once we start to get much above this 854 zone, it starts to become unlikely that we're going to develop a bigger 5-wave move to the downside. So we were looking for basically an additional leg. If I turn the macro back on, we can see this now. So within this macro, we were looking for this additional 5-wave move down towards this lower trend line to match to basically match this first wave down. And what we're looking at here is this is a 1 into this low 2, looking for zigzags as this diagonal shape would unfold. And effectively what this would do is this would become a wave 3 once this 5-wave move down is completed, though it doesn't fit the structure to end where it is at the moment. So either we're going to get some further extension within this move, which will bring us down towards these zones, or there's something going on and we haven't quite reached the point of having this additional 5-wave move down yet. It is also possible that we complete this this move here, and then potentially we have a 1-2-1-2 situation develop, and then basically we look to drop from that point. Though with that being said, we wouldn't want to move if we're looking for that downside, moving above this 2561, and finally, if I just throw this on here so I can get accurate, 2620 would invalidate that completely. So there's a few things going on. We need to just keep an eye on these things, and we'll try to keep you up to date as we see the moves happening, and we'll just yeah, keep you up to date on that. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and like I said, why not leave us some feedback down below, whether that's just a comment about the video or a coin request, whatever it is, just drop it in the comment section. Okay, I hope everyone has a great day, and until we see each other in the next video, take care out there, everybody.